Rest your voice. Don't eat all the nuggets. I know the feeling. Hey, you take a break.
Yeah, you feel like Fabio. I mean, I could, but
No, Garrett. Garrett. Take a break. You work every single game. Take a break. It's all good.
Welcome to our 7 o'clock game for Memphis versus the World. Sponsored by the Grind Session. This game will feature Marshall County Marshals from Benton, Kentucky, and your Briarcrest Christian Schools Saints.
You'll be on camera.
That's good. I like it.
If you would at this time, please stand for the opening prayer and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for these two teams and all the teams that have played basketball today. Father, we thank you for tonight, and we pray that you help these players play to the best of their ability, keep them safe as they do so, and help them to glorify you in all they do. We pray this in your Son's name, Jesus. Amen.
And we're coming to you here for the third game of the day. Actually, fourth one of the games of the day here. A matchup between Marshall County High School out of Benton, Kentucky versus the home team, Briarcrest Christian School here in Eads, Tennessee. Star players here for Marshall, number 12, Zion Harmon, a top 25 ranked junior. Gonna meet somebody who's played his whole life, Kennedy Chandler, number 1 for Briarcrest, also a top 25 ranked junior, both top 5 guards in their classes. Should be an epic point guard battle as we get underway now for tip between Marcellus Brigham and Tyler Stokes. Marshall in orange, Briarcrest in white. Zion starts out with the ball, guarded by Michael Malone closely. Has the help from Newsom into Stokes. Stokes, spin move. And in, Tyler Stokes gets on the board first in the game. Marshals take the early 2-0 lead into Harrington, who had an explosive three-point night last night against Surge Christian. Came away with MVP honors. He's actually going to Memphis University to play baseball. He's a third baseman. And just so happens to be Coach John Harrington's son. Harrington with the ball in the corner. Back up to Brigham. Gets in the paint, finds Harrington. He shoots and misses his first. Zion with Chandler behind him. This is the matchup everybody's wanting to see right here. Chandler comes off an EYBL victory this summer. Zion finished in the Final Four. Has the screen from Stokes in the corner. Back up. Tyler Stokes for 3, and it's good. 5-0 Marshall on the run. Brady Miller applying full court pressure here. As Marshall appears to be in a zone. Newsom right back out to Malone. He shoots a 3. With 2 missed threes for the Saints in white as they are scoreless through almost 2. Zion playing through contact. Malone with his arm out on him. And to the ground, no call. By himself. And we're going to get a foul on Brady Miller. Outnumbered in transition. That'll send Kennedy Chandler to the line. Kennedy knocks down his first. Kennedy's had a lot of people here watching. Last night he had Coach Cal's full staff. He had Duke assistants here as well, and Roy Williams was here for practice the night before, so a lot of big-name coaches have been in Memphis watching Mr. Chandler as he puts the first 2 points on the board for the Saints. Stokes, again, this time off, almost had his own rebound, flat fights for it, and Chandler able to save it. Kennedy gets in the paint, goes up strong, and they're going to call a foul on Stokes, I believe. That is correct. Shooting foul. Chandler back to the line.
His first personal foul, second team foul. To the line of the Saints, number 1.
3 for 3 is Kennedy Chandler. Notching all 3 points for the Saints. And another. Ball into Miller. Guarded by Chandler. As they're playing close defense on Zion. Chandler tips it loose. Brady gets it back. Zion has the ball knocked out. He's double teamed. Gets across. Great defense by the Saints as they're soft on that double team. Zion waits for movement. Gets inside off the glass. Zion no good on the roll. Stokes' shot no good. And it's rebounded by Brigham. Ball up to Chandler. Back to Malone. Inside Newsom. Kennedy takes the deep three, and it's good. All 7 points for Kennedy Chandler, and Briarcrest now takes over the lead. Up to Stokes. Tyler Powell pulls it up. He drives inside at the big man, and they're going to call the block. So the block goes against Rodney Newsom.
Foul number 13, Rodney Newsom, his first personal foul, first team foul. To the line, number 3, Tyler Powell.
Tyler Powell has 2 from the charity stripe. Got to take advantage of these against a top 25 ranked Briarcrest Christian. And he sinks the first. Tyler knocks both down, and we're tied at 7. Brady keeps the full court pressure, making sure they keep a man on Kennedy. Brigham goes inside, and good with the shot. Harmon the other way, like they're in a 1-2-2, waiting to get across half. Zion to Brady, inside Stokes. Miller finds Harmon, and they set up the play. Harmon with the screen, step back, 3, short, and Flat gets the board. Harmon calls off the help, behind the back to Stokes. Just about lost it outside. To Flat, had the open jumper, hesitated. Inside, Stokes dribbles, Brady fakes, back to Stokes. A few different opportunities to shoot there, nobody's taking advantage. Zion floater, it's off. And Newsom goes to the ground. Brigham gets it, and they're going to call a foul on Stokes. That'll be his second, and we're just over halfway through the first quarter. He'll have to sit down. Dawson Smothers will come in. Marshall County needs Stokes on the floor in this game. Brigham into the corner. Harrington back out to him. As Nemo will substitute in for Marshall at the next dead ball. In the corner, Brigham fake the 3, skip pass right into the hands of Bryce Flat. Flat to Harmon. And we're headed the other way. Only a 2-point lead so far for the Saints. Flat has Powell open on the wing, takes too long to get it to him, and there's no shot available at this time. Off the dribble, Tyler's shot is off. Kennedy gets past Miller, finds Harrington, open 3, and again a miss. This 0-2 start, the opposite of how he started last night. Malone gets fouled inside. Foul is against Dawson Smothers. Brady takes a seat for Marshall. Jay Nemo comes in, along with Cooper Haynes, the 8th grader for Briarcrest. Chandler off the side of the goal, a miss. Powell gets it across, guarded by Harrington. It's Harmon. Wanted a foul there, guarded by Haynes. Harmon doesn't want any help. Step back, off. Rebound, Amari Thomas. But Harmon not having any luck from the shot tonight. At least in the first 6:15. Brigham passes inside to Thomas. Thomas backs up Smothers. Spin move off the glass, no good. Kennedy Chandler with the board and put back. Flat inbounds to Zion. And just going to bring it up slow. They'll trap as soon as he gets across half. Finds Bryce. He goes inside right at the big man. And we get a jump ball in favor of Briarcrest. Kennedy in. Pass to Brigham into Thomas. Now Harrington, corner, Haynes. He shoots. Good, the lefty for three who just came into the game and immediately gets up on Zion Harmon. Zion has the ball, double team, full court. Up to Nemo. Nemo to Harmon. This double team is following him around now. Shows you how tough he is if they're having to double team him full court. Three is off for Powell. Bryce Flats fights for it, and it's up to Chandler. Good stop by Nemo. Chandler keeps possession. Turnaround jumper, good. 16-7, 11 points, all by Kennedy Chandler. Nemo finds Flat. Left-handed, good. Bryce Flat, sorry. Just over 10 seconds. Briarcrest going to have the last shot. They lead by 7 with a chance to extend that. Kennedy gets fouled on the drive. Touch foul there, but they do call it. 5 fouls against Marshall, only 1 against Briarcrest up to this point. That sends Nemo to the bench. Harrington on the inbound. The Brigham. Wide open, Chandler. He's blocked by Smothers. And that'll be the end of the quarter. As you might hear Coach Harrington yell, when the ball hit the floor, there was a second left, but there was no whistle, so the clock kept running. We'll see here as the refs get together to discuss. They're in no hurry. Nemo will come back in. They're going to say time expired, so we'll call it right there. 16-9, Briarcrest on top of Marshall County. We'll come back to you for the start of the second quarter. You're tuned in to the grind session on Tanager Sports. And the second buzzer has sounded. Marshall has possession. Haynes on the full court pressure. Zion will have somebody on him all night long. Caden Driver into the game. And we get a foul on Cooper Haynes. The ref had just warned him, and he didn't let up the pressure. They get it into Driver. Now Flat, he'll drive. Passes to Dawson, but Dawson had already left. Now Kennedy gets the layup past Harmon. Ball inbounded to Zion. There's that double team, Malone and Haynes. A lot of contact there, no call. Zion the floater. And a basket goes. First one of the night for Zion. That puts Marshall in double digits. They trail by 7. right back to him, and a foul called on Bryce Flat. That'll be his first. I believe team
Foul number 24, Bryce Flat, his first
sixth.
personal foul, sixth team foul. To the line of the Saints, number 2, Michael
So it's
Malone.
Michael Malone
Guys
shooting
down.
the free throws. Good on his first. So Stokes and Powell back in for Marshall. Smothers and Driver go to the bench.
Number 23, Tyler Stokes.
And Malone will attempt his second. And he sinks it. 20-11. They get the ball into Zion. He's double teamed. Skip pass up to Powell. They've got numbers. Powell just slows it up. Gets it to Zion, who's guarded by the 8th grader Haynes. And dribbles out of bounds. Marshall did have a tough game last night against McCracken County, one of the top opponents they face in Region 1. And they'll play back-to-back nights here against one of the top teams in Tennessee and top teams in the country, Briarcrest. As they get the turnover now, Zion up again. Gives it to Nimmo for 3. Another miss. Putback. Stokes is off. Flat tried to get it. And couldn't hold on. Here's Brigham. Goes baseline, picks it up. Haynes open from 3. Misses this attempt. And we're going to get a foul on Amari Thomas underneath.
Foul number 0, Amari Thomas, his first personal foul, third team foul.
So Driver in for Flat.
Number 31, Kate Driver.
Stokes gets it back to Nimmo. Sign. Gets across half. Shakes him, shoots it, and left out of bounds. Back with the Saints, Kennedy Chandler. Gets it back over to Malone. Chandler on the wing, guarded by Nimmo, has the screen. Gets it to Malone, drives inside. Stokes has to let him go. He's got 2 fouls. Good look by Zion to Powell, and he's off on the layup. Malone left-handed, it's good. And we're going to get a timeout by Marshall as Briarcrest goes on a big run, 24-11, 13-point deficit. And 30-second timeout. You're tuned in to the grind session on Tanager Sports. So Nimmo inbounds to Harmon, double teamed, gives it back to Nimmo. And they get it back to Harmon, set up the play. Over to Powell. Stokes back to Powell. Posts up on Brigham. And we're going to get him for a travel. Got carried away with his feet. Malone. Met by Driver over to Kennedy. Inside Brigham. Pass to Thomas, and Harmon's going to get a foul as he was ready to swat Thomas, but Thomas with a solid pump fake.
Foul number 12, Zion Harmon. His second personal foul.
So that's the second foul on Zion.
Number 0, Omari Thomas.
Powell grabs the missed rebound and turns it over right into the hands of Chandler, who tried to posterize him. Misses, gets his board, and puts it back. 28-11, the lead grows for the Saints. Nemo gets it back. Now Harmon. Spins, goes baseline, off the glass, easy two, Zion Harmon. So Marshall sticks to the zone. Inside to Brigham. Finds Harrington in the corner, wide open three, and he sinks it. 1 of 3 for Tyler Harrington. He finally gets one, 31-13. Lead grows to 18. Stokes finds Powell in the corner. Driver thought about it and shuffled his feet. So Marshall a little antsy tonight, getting their feet going before they put the ball on the floor. So Marshall now switches to man defense. Newsom gets it back to Chandler. Good look inside to Malone. He goes up and good. Michael Malone. Skip to Nemo again. Finds Stokes inside. Back to Harmon. Double teamed. Now Nemo in the corner, driver, and misses the rim altogether. Strong on his shot. Malone now goes right at Harmon. And they're going to call a foul on Zion. That will be number 3 on Zion. Only 5 fouls for disqualification. You got to imagine Coach Harrington has that on his mind. He's going to keep attacking Zion and try to get him out of the game. Malone makes the first attempt. And number 2. Nemo with the ball, up to Powell. Powell hesitates, and he gets fouled on the floor. A block going to go against Rodney Newsom.
Foul number 13, Rodney Newsom, his second personal.
So that'll bring Amari Thomas back in the game.
Checking in for the Saints, number 0, Omari Thomas.
Stokes with the ball. And Zion gets fouled by Kennedy. That'll be 5 team fouls. Well, the Saints are in the bonus for the rest of the half. Marshall still 2 fouls away. Zion gets it back. Deep 3. Just rims out for Zion. The shot not on at this point of the game. On the floor, they fight for it. And Stokes going to be fouled by Harrington. Zion on point for Marshall. Goes up quick. Skips over to Nemo. Nemo for 3. And it's off. Marshall with no luck on the shot. And good sportsmanship there. Nemo didn't mean to foul. Helps Chandler back up. So the bonus, that puts Chandler at the line, who's a knockdown free throw shooter. So 3 fouls on Harmon, 2 fouls on Stokes. 2 of the top players for Marshall having to play through a bit of foul trouble. Kennedy, good on the first, has another one coming. And the second is good. Signs pass to Stokes in the paint. Powell fakes the 3. Off the glass and good for Tyler Powell on the baseline drive. A 22-point lead for the Saints. They get the ball inside to Thomas. Finds Brigham. Step back, 3-pointer. And it's money. There's that double team that's waiting for Zion the entire game. This time Kennedy drops off. Zion back to Stokes. Corner 3 for Powell. And Powell keeping Marshall alive right now. Kennedy tries to go full court. Finds Harrington. Misses. Almost saved by Brigham. But knocked out of bounds. Zion met by Malone. Goes inside, throws something up, and no good. Chandler saves it off the glass and blocked. Up to Stokes, handoff Zion. He shoots a 3. And a 3 is good for Zion Harmon. 40-21, a minute left in the half. Malone goes in and gets fouled by Chase Riley. Malone good on his first. Has one more to take. 20-point lead. And he makes it 21. So Briarcrest has doubled Marshall's score up to this point. Signs goes between the defenders. They call a foul. We'll see who it's on. And it's on Cooper Haynes. So that is his second. Chase comes out. Brady Miller goes in. Zion sinks his first free throw, and here's Amari Thomas coming in for Haynes. Zion sinks both. He has 9 points. Nemo goes to the bench, flat back in. Hand off to Brigham, now to Malone, now Harrington. Chandler gets it. Chandler thought about the 3. Brigham will take it for him. And another 3 for Brigham. Brady Miller with the ball into the paint, bounce pass to Bryce. Now Powell. The game clock, is at 10 seconds. They get it to Zion. He's double teamed. Ref is counting. Skip pass inside to Bryce, and he's going to be fouled by Harrington. So Bryce flat at the line. Flat misses on the bonus. Up to Malone quick. Off his foot, gets a shot. Good look. And he makes it. Everything going right for Briarcrest as Michael Malone sinks the three-point shot, and Coach Harrington is fired up. So at the end of the half, it's Briarcrest 48, Marshall County 23. We'll come back to you in 10 minutes for the final 16. You're tuned in to the 2019 Memphis vs. the World Showcase, presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports.
Briarcrest Christian. Coach, your team's shooting near 60% for the game. You're holding your opponents under 35%. What's been your key to getting out to this 25-point lead?
Get the shots that we want, not what each individual wants to take. Getting inside a little bit better tonight. Transition offense has been pretty good, and not letting Zion get crazy on us.
We've had some teams get some leads this weekend and give them up. What are you gonna try to emphasize to your team about extending this lead or keeping the lead?
Don't let Zion catch it and keep pounding it inside.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Good luck the rest of the game. We'll get back with Marshall County's coach in about 5 minutes, and then we'll start the second half in about 9 minutes.
The thing about basketball I love is winning, pretty much. It's my favorite thing. I hate to lose. And second thing I love is just getting better at the game. You know, it's a real fun game to play, and you know, getting better is just a great thing to see. Like, progress for me is just always great to see.
This game of basketball, I love the competitiveness of it, and you know, the challenge I get from it, and I take it real serious because, you know, I love the game itself. I don't disrespect it. You know, I respect it a lot, and I work hard at it.
I love basketball because I just been around it all my life. You know, all my parents played it, and I just inherited the love and passion for the game. The one thing I would say is the atmosphere, like, and the competitiveness. Like, you can sense that out as soon as you walk in the gym. I just love that type of atmosphere.
I just love basketball ever since I was a kid. My dad played it, and I'm trying to get it from my mom. One thing that inspired me is my family, my city. I do it for them.
The reason why I love basketball is because I'm a very competitive person. You know, that's why I store all my energy. When I'm on the court, I'm at peace. You know, and to be honest, I mean, I don't know. I'm just a really competitive person, and I think basketball is where I can put everything at. It's the place where I can put all of my energy and my anger. I mean, I wasn't really fortunate, you know, and you know, basketball is where all my abilities and my talents fall into place, and I just feel like that's what keeps me going. You know, that's what I work on. That's my craft, and that's it.
The Grind Session is a great circuit. Kind of reminds me a lot of AAU, playing against the best players, best talent, night in, night out, and it's something that I love to do because you know, playing against this type of talent, it only makes you better. I mean, I don't want to, you know, come out here and just waste my time and play against some guys who can't play. If I'm going to play, I want to play against the best.
The Grind Session is a good experience, and it's a lot of competition, and it's a good way for me and my teammates to get noticed. I'm just really trying to show who the best player is, who the best team is, and I'm trying to show that I'm the best player. So,
Grind Session is probably, you know, one of the best tournaments and to have the best events in the country. I mean, anytime you can have that much talent in one gym, going against each other every night and competitive, is just remarkable. I mean, for one, it lets you know where your game stand at. You know, going against these top dudes every night, you just got to bring your A game. You know, you can't have no off day. You just got to go hard and, you know, just hold your ground every game.
The grind session has been a grind. You know, it's a great tournament. It's a great idea. Whoever thought of it, and you know, it's been tough, but I like it because you know, it really challenges me. And our team has been, you know, a little bit setback. We've been short on a few games because we have a few injuries. But that's the beauty of it, because none of it is easy. None of the games are easy at all. You know, we've been playing against the top guys in the whole American country and Canada. They've been playing against everybody in the U.S. here, and it's been crazy.
Oh yeah, the grind session is pretty competitive, to be honest. The last couple of games I played in grind session has been pretty hard. You know, I really had to like play to my top game, and like no rest, no breaks during the game. And I don't know, I just really like it. It's just really competitive. A lot of great players are in this little tournament, and I just really enjoy playing with them, playing against them.
Welcome to the grind. This is the grind session.
Seven of them in here.
All that does is just kind of make you mad.
Y'all can have like, I'll give y'all one y'all can
Tear it down.
y'all can fight over who gets the green. You want a cookie?
I'll take one.
I need a cookie. Have more than one.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a new addition.
we're hitting it.
New addition.
Have sausage blood. We gotta have barbecue nachos yet. Not to go there. Hasn't been there yet. They ate everything else they got in there. Hot dog rest is there.
Those nets, they get hung up a lot. Those nets do get hung up a lot. gonna eat that.
I'm taking the end zone with Take it. I'd only had one.
And we're back for the second half, third quarter action. Briarcrest starts with the ball. Chandler gets it back on the wing, pass inside. Newsom to Malone. Back to Newsom. Spin move on Stokes. Stokes got to be careful. He's got 2 fouls. Thomas Harrington to Malone. Pass inside. We're going to get a foul called.
Foul number 3, Tyler Powell.
That foul's on number 3, Tyler Powell, on the floor. Inside, Brigham misses the dunk. And we get a jump ball underneath. They set the screen for Zion. Get it into Brady Miller. Zion back to Miller. Corner flat. Fakes baseline, picks up his dribble. Miller with it. Gets to Zion. Guarded by Malone again. 3 off for Zion. Zion really struggling to find his shot today. Malone takes one for himself. Flat can't hold on to it. Malone gets it. Reverse. Harrington the follow-up, and good. Tyler Harrington for 2. Out of bounds. That'll be Marshall ball. Kennedy Chandler, top 20 point guard and the overall player in the country. Off to Malone. Newsom backs down Stokes. Chandler with the right off the glass. It's good. Skip past Tyler Powell up to Stokes. Bounce pass flat. Pump fake. And he's going to get fouled on the shot. Foul is on Chandler. His second foul. And it's flat at the line for 2. Flat, no good on the first. But he's able to convert the second. Malone on the handle. His team has the 28-point lead. And Kennedy Chandler with the monster slam. They all notify it was on his head. As the 6'1" junior can fly. Zion's floater off. Stokes is the rebound. Back to Zion. Shoots a 3. Off again. Zion really struggling to get going, but so is this whole team right now. Not able to get any consistent shots to fall. Malone inside, gets it back, and he's fouled going up for the free throw. That foul will be on Tyler Powell. Malone misses the first. And makes the second. Stokes with the ball for Marshall County. Spin move. Pass to the corner. Powell over to Flat. Flat drives off the glass. And it wasn't going to go in anyway, but they'll wave it off. 2 shots. Flat makes his first. As Thomas comes in for Newsom. And Flat makes both. Kennedy Chandler with the handoff. They do this weave around the top. Fakes baseline, goes up with the left. Kennedy Chandler having a night. That's his 23rd point. Flat for 3. Short. Stokes fights for it. Brigham gets it. Marcellus Brigham with the pass to Malone. Inside Thomas, handoff to Chandler. Reverse layup, make it 25 points. Marshall doesn't have too much to stop Chandler from getting to the basket. Powell sinks the 3. Powell, the leading scorer with 10 for Marshall. Leading scorer in part because Briarcrest is constantly double teaming Zion. Powell shaking up there on the play. Foul is on Bryce. Now subbing in Quinn Smith. He'll take out Caden Driver. The move by Thomas, no good. Kennedy slams slightly off, but it goes off the glass. Counts anyway. He has 27. Zion gets it across, takes a 3. Still cold. Up to Harrington. And he's fouled. So a foul on Tyler Powell. That'll be number 3. And Harrington adds to the lead. Zion backs him down. And a pass right into the hands of Thomas. Here goes Chandler. And the roll. 29 points now for Kennedy Chandler. Powell finds Stokes for 3. It's off. Kick back to Bryce. His jumper is good. Bryce Flat. And we got a quick timeout. Marshall County, 30-second timeout. They currently trail 65-31. Briarcrest with the ball off the made basket from Bryce Flatt. Inside, Marcellus Brigham, spin and with the left. Quinn Smith with the ball. He has it stolen by Kennedy. And another slam. Kennedy Chandler. That slam puts him with 31 points. And Zion's going to be fouled here on the floor. So Barnes picks up the foul, number 30. Inbound to Powell. Powell, pass to Stokes, almost stolen. He has it stripped. Quinn gets blocked by Thomas. Harmon guarded by Barnes. Pump fakes him, takes a step back three, and another shot is off. Quinn Smith gets the rebound. Back to Flatt, his jumper, it's long. Marcellus up to Harrington. Puts the defenders off the glass and one. Tyler Harrington. So Harrington at the line, currently a 40-point lead. Make it 41. If this lead holds when we get to the fourth quarter, it'll be a running clock. 72-31. This game has been all Briarcrest. Sign in the corner. Tries baseline, behind the back pass to Stokes. Short off the rim, rebound. We're headed the other way. So Chandler on the bench for Briarcrest. He has as many points as Marshall County. In the corner, Zion double teamed, and he is fouled. Foul is on Malone. Inbound to Zion. Pump fake. Flash in the handle there. He passes to Nemo. Flat. Thought about it. Nemo on the baseline. And he gets called for the travel. Malone. Moves the ball to Moore. Now Haynes. Haynes gets it back to Barnes. Malone with the pass, shot is strong, and it's Bryce Flatt on the rebound to Zion Harmon. Up to Quinn in the corner, Nimmo. Now Flatt right at the big man, goes down, no call, he went straight up. Euro move, doesn't shoot it, hand off to Barnes. Barnes blocked by Flatt, and Zion knocks it off the knee of Peyton Moore. Zion gets the ball, 15 seconds left in the third. Passes to Quinn. Stokes inside flat. Now Nimmo, he takes a three, and it's short. Briarcrest lets it runs out at the end of three, 72-31. Briarcrest on top of Marshall County. So Marshall with an all-new group on the floor. Actually, Nimmo and Smith stay on. Moore. Pass inside, knocked out of bounds. That'll stay with Briarcrest. So we do have the running clock. Moore. Back up to Malone. Newsom. He drives reverse, and we're going to get a foul.
Foul number 4, William Smith. His first personal foul, 17th foul. To the line of the Saints, number 2, Michael Malone.
Malone misses on the first. And misses on the second. Nimmo. The pass. Marshall some ball movement around the top. Quinn Smith takes a three. And the miss. Pass up to Haynes. Outnumbered. Goes up strong. Gets the ball. Everything going the Saints' way in this game. Quinn. Get it to Nimmo. And we're going to call a foul on Malone. Pass into Smith. Now Nimmo has a screen. He goes down. Backdoor pass off the glass is good for Riley Smith.
Number 42, Riley Smith.
Moore has a screen. Pass to Haynes. He takes a three. That's off. Rebound by Riley Smith. Now up to Nimmo. And pass somehow held on to. In the corner, Cole Sedlock with the miss. And we're headed the other way for Marshall County. Chase Riley. And he is fouled on the shot by Haynes.
Foul number 24, Cooper Haynes, his third personal foul, 6th team foul. To the line, number 15, Chase Riley.
Riley misses the first.
Saints, number 10, Braylon Ragland.
may notice the clock is running due to a 35-point lead. And as Tennessee TSSAA rules, 35 or more shot clock runs in the fourth. And second free throw, no good either. Ragland with the pass, Moore. Scruggs back to Moore. Goes up, and a lot of contact. He is fouled by Riley Smith. And Moore with the free throw makes it a 42-point game. Marshall with some movement around the three-point line. Good pass back door, but the shot doesn't fall for Sedlock. Out of bounds, Briarcrest ball. More substitutions for Marshall coming, as they'll get some guys some playing time here in the loss that's coming up. We get a block by Riley Smith. And ball thrown out of bounds by Sedlock. He'll take a break along with Quinn Smith. Incoming Colby Schroeder and Colin Riley. So we get a foul on Carson Ives. And second good. 77-33, Briarcrest on top of Marshall County. Skip pass. Met by pressure and a foul called.
Foul number 12, Peyton Moore, his first personal foul, seventh team foul. To the line with 1-1, number 33, Carson Ives.
So we're under a minute with the clock still running. First free throw is good. And the second falls as well. Goes up for the shot, off the glass, can't get the roll. Marshall County with the rebound, and we've got 30 seconds remaining. This one's stolen. And the layup is good. 79-35, a 44-point game. Briarcrest obviously going to take the win in this one. Kennedy Chandler, I would assume, is our MVP, who at one point had more points than the Marshalls. And that'll do it. So we'll come to you here in just a second with our post-game interview with Kennedy Chandler, your grind session player of the game.
here with Kennedy Chandler, player of the game for Briarcrest Christian School. Kennedy, you was going on all assets tonight. Tell me what was going through your head going into the game.
You know, we know Zion was a great player. We had to keep him for having the ball, you know, for him having a good game. Because, you know, he just had 40 last night. So one of our main thing was keeping the ball out of his hands. That's what we did.
Y'all met back in April, right?
Yeah.
And it was a different outcome back then, you know, with Mocan and Boo Williams. You know, they ended up getting the dub, and he ended up scoring a lot of points that game. What was going through your head, you know, going into this one as far as, you know, was there any revenge on you or anything?
No, there wasn't no revenge. You know, my goal is just to have a team win. It ain't about me visiting Zion. It's a team win, and we got the win. Everyone did good.
I like that answer. Congratulations on player of the game. We get the next game started in about 17 minutes. Just shake your head.
She was one from the last game. One from the last game.